Hey Sagittarius people with Sagittarius placements coming into your energy. I'm hearing that scissor song. I ain't heard it in a long time. You know, she say, well, my man is my man and her man is your man. What she say? You know what I'm talking about. I just keep him satisfied through the weekend. You like 9 to 5, now I'm the weekend. Oh. That song. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if somebody like sharing or whatever. People be having different arrangements out there. I got if it ain't broke, don't fix it for you. It just doesn't seem to fit all instances as far as someone is concerned. It may not be broken, but it could use some improvement. Somebody could just be trying to deal with something that's not that bad. That also means it's not good. Everything is good except this one little or big thing. Something may need to be addressed before it gets worse. Something or someone has applied so much pressure that it started to cause discomfort, pain even. This could be a job, piling up your workload, or so heavy that that your back and your feet hurt by the end of every day. Oh, but they're real slow in their raise, though. It's like I started right sloppy. They real slow in their raise, though. Could be a person who's set in their ways. Somebody likes things the way they are, but it doesn't work and or benefit everyone involved. You could be the person feeling like some changes will be beneficial or better, but someone else likes things the way they are. Somebody don't like change. And that doesn't seem valid, like a valid reason for change. Like me being uncomfortable should be enough, but I guess not then. Some people aren't seeing eye to eye. In other instances, people are just fine with what they chose. Meaning you chose to be single, but people around you are always trying to match make. And you like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, if I wanted to be with somebody, I would. I don't need you to find me nobody. I don't need help finding nobody. People are overly assisting you or doing too much. If I didn't ask for your help, it's because I don't need it. It's like somebody might take that personal, but you just trying to let them know, can you bag up a bit? I got this. Somebody assumes you need a matchmaker because you're so private. Little do they know you already got somebody. You just don't tell shit because they do too much. It's because if it's not broke, don't fix it. Somebody try to fix you and shit. All this based on assumption and moving in silence. Somebody think they supposed to know all your business because y'all friends or because y'all related. Girl, bye. My business is my business. Somebody ain't gonna do nothing but tell the world, and you don't need their help. So I don't know if you feel like you are just fine and you don't need nobody to do something for you, or somebody that you know they're set in their ways, or they don't see an issue. The saying is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but it's just not fitting too well in the situation in most cases. In some cases it is. You just fine the way you are. It'd be like your parents be like, when you gonna give me grandbabies? And you'll be like, when I feel like getting in a relationship. Like, you ain't about to pressure me into doing something I don't want to do. I love you. The fuck? But back up. Okay, so God, universe, angels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please give us some clear and concise messages for the Sagittarius people and people with Sagittarius placements. Cross watching for Sagittarius. What do they need to know at this time? Only energy of high vibration, high frequency, and high white light is welcome here, spirit. No energy of low vibration, low frequency, or negativity is welcome, and I ask that you rebuke it. In the name of you, amen, 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 amen. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. What's the message? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. What was that, Lil Wayne? Why? All the glitters mending. Why? So you could pretend again. That's the energy somebody giving. It's like why? Like all that glitters, it look good, but it ain't. Like, and then you want to fix things would be why. So you could try to lie. So you could try to pretend to be something you ain't. Time for it, Nat. Why? So you could be slick and sly. Somebody feel like another person just wants the loyalty of their heart or the type of love that they offer, but they ain't gonna give it the same energy back. And they don't want to waste no time. I ain't like these other. And I ain't about to play no games with you. You know what your problem is. That you won't never see the big picture. Ooh, I want you to take me serious. Baby, I want you to take me serious. See, but somebody's having a problem, a hard time doing that. Waiting for you. That's not on the agenda. Waiting's a problem for somebody. A fork in the road is the first card. The Fates is the second, and by the book is the third. See, the Fates stick out the most because that's what the stars are. It's what's written in the stars is written in the stars, and that's that. That's that on that on that. Now, by the book could be some type of regulations or rules or restrictions. And then the fork in the road means we had to stand still, we had to pause. Or I'm not quite sure which way to go. Or there could be two ways to go here. Because that card does have many arrows pointing. It could be a way that you're destined to go and a way that you're going because of rules or regulations when it comes to pathways or decisions. Something about this fork in the road. The moon energy is giving me a silent energy. It's like somebody silent and resilient with the strength card to the moon. To the Six of Cups. The silence and resilience when it comes to this fork in the road. When it comes to this challenge, when it comes to this confusion. The thoughts. Keeping somebody trapped in their mind. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. My baby wake up. I had to get her babysitter real quick. So somebody's resiliently moving in silence here until they figure out what the right thing to do is. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Is it Six of Cups? It's just a Six of Cups. So past, current, new. Not past or current, but new. It's past or new. But the Justice card is about doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. The Empress, the Eight of Swords. If somebody's stuck in their mind when it comes to the right thing to do. When it comes to possibly new beginnings and past situations. Wheel of Fortune. This could be you. Libra, Taurus, Leo, Pisces. But somebody don't know what to do. But I feel like their intuition is trying to tell them. With the Two of Swords, but their sight is showing them something else. Three of Cups to the Wheel of Fortune. This could be something to do with like the past. It could be like new beginnings or reconciliation of the old. Like, what do I do? Where do I go? I feel like things work out the way they're supposed to, but the Wheel of Fortune, you just don't know how it might go. Tell me about the moon. I don't know, I gotta check. Just tell me about the moon. The moon is giving me the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. More Taurus energy, but something slow, very slow. Getting on the same page. Hello. Getting on the same page or seeing the perspective. Somebody's slow to wrap their mind around something, slow to see something a certain way, or slow to get on the same page and grow something. But why is that? It's like you being quiet about it. Queen of Swords, King of Cups. I don't know. Somebody's keeping this to their chest. Ace of Pentacles. It's a fresh start. Ten of Pentacles. To the Four of Swords. The Emperor. The Six of Cups. But that's why I said it's an Emperor here, but he's given an opportunity, or it's an equal give and take. But the Seven of Swords, which normally is the Ace of Swords, is down here. So I don't feel like he's lying. I feel like that he's got some type of clarity about his wish fulfillment, and he want to keep it close to his chest. Whereas at first he was sitting still, not doing nothing, and being quiet, silent, and resilient while he figure out something. And it felt like he figured it out, and boom, he ain't telling nobody, but he doing something. Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Something's faded. Whereas maybe currently he's doing something by the book. Heck, I don't know. Tell me about the fates. That's Aquarius energy. It's the Star. The Knight of Cups, the Two of Wands. And the Fool card. Somebody figured something out. And now they're going to take some type of risk. Be charismatic or charming. Offer some type of love. Be loving. Choices, moves, missed decisions. This is what they're doing now. But the world, that's why I said somebody could be doing something already, but they found out something. And now they got it's like a closure of a cycle on the bottom with the Hierophant to the Five of Cups. Or the cycle of past, the Five of Cups is past disappointment. Somebody could be finally able to move past some type of disappointment from the past, so that they can be present in a situation that offers emotion. What's the Fool card? Because that is about taking a risk. That is about going based upon your faith, even though you can't see or you don't know where you're going to end up. You just got to trust. The Ten of Wands. Clearly it wasn't easy. I feel like it wasn't easy. Whatever this risk was for somebody, or it won't be, it's destined for it to happen though. King of Cups, Queen of Swords. Y'all could be dealing with those people. But the Emperor is like now following his intuition or something. But he's not telling nobody. He's keeping it a secret. I don't know why. Maybe he felt like it's warning is what I heard. Yeah, he felt like it's going to be threatened or it's in danger in some way. But it's a lot of burdens on him. But it's like the burdens. You take a risk to close the cycle, burden down, but then the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Wands come out of it. Some stability. Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords. What's the Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords? I'm steady trying to meddle. He's steady trying to keep a secret. Yeah, somebody is secretly doing something. And now that's why I said I wanted to clarify it anyways. Even though it's supposed to be a secret, I wanted to make sure it wasn't nothing else attached to it. Because this could also be a lie being exposed, or the truth coming out where a lie was. But it's first of all, it's this man keeping his truth, his clarity, whatever he know, whatever he gonna do to himself. whatever he paused to reflect it on, whatever he got his tools manifesting, getting ready to do. Now, it's some other energy here where that somebody's got this, their heart is, they didn't got their heart broke or their feelings hurt, and they're just like, I'm better off on my own. Could be dealing with a Cancer. This could have been somebody using a relationship with or building with, and Ten of Swords. Now, somebody don't want to talk. Page of Wands to the Hermit. Somebody's learning a lesson, going through a transformation, and missing out on the opportunity to have a connection all in one. Three of Swords. The heartache is causing somebody to walk away. Emotionally, they are not feeling fulfilled. They're holding back and guarding. They're guarded. They're very guarded while they move to calmer waters. I don't know if they're moving towards a victorious opportunity or they're moving towards something new, but it'll be victorious for them. Now, what's this by the book energy? Let's tie it all together. Queen of Swords, the Devil, the Star, and the High Priestess. This is a major change here. So somebody's not, they're coming out of restrictions and regulations or things that keep them bound with the Devil card. The Devil card by the book, that's bounds, that's regulations, restrictions, things that keep you confined, oppressed. Like somebody's going to finally Star card, do what they were meant to do what their intuition been telling them to do. And that person, I feel like, is keeping it a secret. And what is the Star card? The King of Cups. Could be a water sign here. The King of Pentacles, earth sign. That's the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. So we got the Temperance, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. I feel like it's an emotional investment here. A serious one, though. Like you take a serious King of Pentacles. Tell about this High Priestess. Somebody's intuition. Somebody's listening to it finally. Or they're enlightened by it. Whereas the Sun is reversed. I feel like somebody didn't have the intuition. They didn't have the knowledge. With the Sun in reverse. Somebody lacked intuition and knowledge. They couldn't see it. It was dark. With the devil. That's probably why. Because they had them bounds and restrictions. And now the Death card says something's over. Somebody's being free. Something's being rebirthed. But with that Death card comes this King of Swords energy. Knowledge. Intellect. Intuitiveness. So now that brings... Okay, so this is all possibly happening to an Emperor. So that brings him to be able to see his gift. What's going to fulfill his wishes. Something that he could have previously left out in the cold and is now regretting. But he couldn't see that. He couldn't see what that was past his ego. But whether it was a path he's supposed to go down or not. And that's why we're starting off here with this fork in the road. Because which path do I take? These arrows is leading everywhere. This little... What is that? Is that a reindeer? Hell, I don't know. The reindeer is here. Whatever that is. It's trying to figure out where to go. Then you got the monkey or the baboon on this bitch trying to play at ground. Trying to switch up the paths so he can be even more confused. Like people be a motherfucker out here. That's resemblance to somebody in their journey. There's somebody tricking people. Trying to manipulate. Trying to change up the route. Trying to confuse you. And I feel like for so long somebody's by the book or restrained or confined by whatever it is. The darkness. The non-awareness. Shit, something. But I feel like this knowledge is free. It's like giving power. And the power is giving somebody strength to free themselves or do what they're supposed to do what they were destined to do. But they were always going to do what they were destined to do, and they didn't see it like that at first. So this tower here, it's like something breaking down, but it's out of your control. The tower is out of your control, but it's something that's needing to happen, and the Lord is there, so that means He's sending it to you, or sending it to whoever. Queen of Pentacles, the King and the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody could be going through a divorce here, or some type of lesson in this situation for somebody. So the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands. Earlier I was reading the Knight of Wands in reverse. Charisma. That's weird. Ain't that what the Knight of Cups say? Yeah, but emotion is more emotional. Emotional, intelligent. That's the King. He's more of a romantic. Anyway, pursuing your dreams, fast energy, courage, taking inspired action, the pursuit of adventure, charisma, passion, spontaneity. Yeah, that's why they call him a player. But I wanted to see something else. Because this could also be somebody pursuing one pursuing their dreams, something happening quickly, and courage. The courage to take some type of action. So that could be happening between two people that belong together. But for the longest, somebody could have been restrained by something. It could have been judgment that they was restrained by, or a decision that they made in love that needed to teach them a lesson first, which caused them to be confused and caught up into some type of past disappointment until they do some type of work. There's a pathway, there's somebody's ego, and there's the regret that they left doing something, lost something, left it out in the cold, missed out. In a lot of cases, it's like a leap of faith will be placed in front of you. And sometimes you'll be too afraid, or you just be not knowledgeable enough, whatever. You won't take it, right? And then later on, you'll be like, damn, I should have took that leap. If that's what it's given in the situation. Because maybe you didn't know enough information, or it was somebody clearly was clueless here. Once they find out, they keep it to themselves. But they was the sun in reverse at one point. And I don't feel like it was unhappy. I feel like they was in the dark on a knowledge level. But I'm hearing you win some, you lose some. And with your win, you live to fight another day. That's off of Friday. And that's about him telling his son to put the gun down. Put the gun down, son. It's giving me like shots fired. Not like physically, but you know, when they say people be throwing shots. Or you tried it. They tried throwing shots or couldn't, or something like that. I don't know what that's about, but that's the energy it's giving me. Somebody shooting a shot. And somebody trying to antagonize somebody else. And it backfires. So anyway, that's what I got for you Sagittarius people. And thank y'all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Namaste. Be blessed and protect your energy. The haters be lurking.